fight that's been floating around due to some interacting on Twitter between Errol and Keyshawn is Frank Martin and Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Do you think that fight's realistic, and how do you look at it?
I don't think it's realistic right now, but the way they move in Keyshawn, even though he has less fights as a pro, he's getting moved up pretty quick. I think eliminator type fight. So I guess I say probably like 2 or 3 more fights for Keyshawn, and they could be some type of eliminator as long as Frank Martin keep winning. I like that fight though. It's a great matchup, pretty even matchup.
If you had to lay money on the wood, who you get an edge to?
It's a 50-50 fight. The reason I'm saying Keyshawn is a great talent and has great experience, but sometimes he gets stupid in the ring. Not stupid like I'm calling him stupid, but sometimes he get a little too courageous, and he do a little too much at times. Frank Martin isn't perfect. Frank Martin don't move his head enough, and at times he gets stuck looking at you. But it's a great fight because of the physical conditioning of the both fighters. They're both great fighters. They're both in good shape. They both gonna fight. You know what I mean? They both gonna dig deep. So that's why I say it's an even fight. Yeah, Keyshawn got the medal and all of that. He got the experience, but Frank has more fights as a pro. So it evens out. It's a great fight. And they both got great trainers behind them. So this wouldn't be no slouch type of fight where we see one guy just fall apart.
Do you see it happening mainly when Devin moves up, when Ryan moves up, in the next generation of 35s?
Now that I'm thinking about it, they actually might try to force this fight because Keyshawn is the type of guy, he want to fight. I want the fights. And Bob Arum probably at this point don't really have too many places for him to go. So they might end up in negotiations with PBC to make this happen. Because Frank Martin it's a coin toss with Frank Martin because he wasn't a big amateur. We don't know too much about him, but we know he can fight. So it's like you don't know what you're gonna get with Frank Martin just yet. But we know he tough as shit and he gonna fight, yeah. And we know he gonna be there for every round. But we don't know what it's like up against like a Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Dude, he got that star quality. Frank Martin is kind of like closed in type of guy. He don't do too much talking. He don't do too much playing around. Keyshawn is opposite. So that's why the fight is actually a great fight because of the,
contrasting styles and
contrasting styles and the characteristics of each fighter. You know what I mean? It's like a silly guy versus a serious guy. Not to call Keyshawn silly, but he could be silly at times. He's funny. I like him though. I think he's funny as shit, but he can fight.
He's definitely good for the
Frank
sport.
Martin is stone face. Don't really have too much to say, but he can fight. So I think the fight could happen. Could.
Okay. When the money gets right.
Yeah, of course, when the money gets right. But I'm pretty sure that's like right now. That's like if you put him in 10 rounds, that's like $120,000 fight right now. I mean, put him in a 10 rounder.